Some say the cold bites, but in the northern forest, there's something far worse than cold. There's something watching you when hunger drains your body, when loneliness eats at your mind, something waiting for the moment you break. They call it the Wendigo, a name whispered under trembling breaths in the frozen wood of Canada and the northern United States. A creature born of hunger, madness, and damnation. The old Algonquian people said a man could become a Wendigo when he gave in to cannibalism. When he ate human flesh, not out of survival, but out of despair. And that his soul, stained by the act, twisted forever in the eternal cold. But the Wendigo isn't just a story to scare children. Witnesses, hunters, trappers, even soldiers claim to have heard it screaming in the mountains. A long, inhuman cry, something between a roar and a wind. And when that sound rises, no fire burns hot enough to chase away the fear. The most famous story comes from a man named Swift Runner, a Cree man in Canada in the 1870s. He was a respected trapper, a family man, but a brutal winter trapped him, his wife, and his children inside a remote cabin. The food ran out, and madness found its way in. When spring returned, hunters discovered the cabin. Inside, broken bones, gnawed clean, signs of a feast. Swift Runner, the only survivor, confessed. He said something inside him had taken over, that a voice in the wind had whispered, "Eat or become me." The elders knew what it meant. The Wendigo had found him. They described the Wendigo as towering, taller than any man, so gaunt its bone pushed through its skin. Its mouth hangs open, lips cracked by the cold, and its eyes empty, starving and eternal. Some say it reeks of rodent flesh. Others claim it mimics the voices of its victims, luring them deeper into the woods. Imagine this. You're walking alone, night closing in, and you hear your name whispered just a few feet behind you. But when you turn around, there's nothing there. Just the wind and that feeling that something is watching. There are countless reports in the forests of Minnesota, Ontario, and Labrador. Strange disappearances, campsites left abandoned without signs of a struggle. Only footprints, long, thin, distorted, like some twisted bipedal creature wandered through. Some rangers say their dog refused to enter certain areas. Others have found trees clawed several meters high. And in audio recording captured by hunters, we can sometimes hear that cry, that scream that doesn't belong to anything human. But here's what's most disturbing. The Wendigo might not just be a monster. For indigenous peoples, it's a living curse, the embodiment of greed, excess, and the loss of one's humanity. Because, according to legend, the Wendigo never dies. Every time it feeds, it grows. And the more it grows, the hungrier it gets. An endless cycle, the eternal punishment of someone who wanted too much, consumed too much. And when you think about it, doesn't our modern world look a lot like a Wendigo too? Always hungry, never satisfied, willing to devour its own just to survive? Some say the Wendigo still roams the northern forests. Others believe it never left her souls. So tell me, when you feel that bottomless hunger, that emptiness nothing seems to fill, are you sure it isn't him calling?